At first, I didn't know what to think about Joran, Joran. I didn't do my Googles. I don't know. It's called The Princess of Snow and Blood. I didn't see much promotion for this, nor did I really seek it out either. But then it finally caught my attention with a pretty cool clip from Crunchyroll. So I decided to give it a shot, and immediately the beginning of the first episode hits quality territory with some dope ass animation. So after that I was hooked. Give me some A1 animation and Kamari will never leave you. Even the art style is really unique, and I like things to be different. Cause we know once Japan realizes something's not broke, they will not fix it. So visually, the show's pretty cool to me. Without spoiling too much, because it's better to go into this blind like I did, the story revolves heavily around revenge, where our MC needs to make an example out of someone who wronged her. But that's the kicker. The first 3 episodes don't spell anything out for you unless you pay full attention. I caught myself rewinding a lot because there's so much dialogue you might fuck up and miss something. This anime is definitely in the camp of show don't tell, and I'm a fan of that. I don't really want my shows spoon-fed to me, and I enjoy a story that unfolds every episode and always leaving you with more questions, which baffles me to a point because it has such a low score on Mal. And listen, I don't think Mal is the end-all be-all, but I feel like it's a good gauge on what the masses feel about certain shows. So I will give it its credit for that. It's kind of like how people feel about Rotten Tomatoes. It's either you fuck with them or you hate what they represent. There is a lot of mystery about this show, and it might be turning people off to it. I don't know. I usually refrain from rating a show before it's even remotely done, because even after 3 episodes, I can tell how ambitious the show wants to be. It's tackling some good story beats that's keeping me interested, but I don't know where it's trying to go, and I think that's a part of the journey. Look, I understand that this might be too boring for some, because when the action does happen, it's pretty sparse. It's super dialogue heavy and relies more on the mystery thriller vibe rather than an action adventure. It's not necessarily coming out the gate swinging, but I'm not finding any real faults yet either. But we never know. The next 2 episodes could be an utter disaster. If I had to nitpick something, I'd probably say the characters are a little too thin on characterization. Everyone's a little too one-dimensional, except for maybe a couple characters I find interesting. So I hope that doesn't carry on for the entire season. The story is not reinventing the wheel or anything, but I'm also not mad at it for adding some nice twists along the way. The betrayals are almost non-stop. I feel like I'm watching another Danganronpa anime. If they keep the plot twist coming, they can count me invested every week, cause I love me a good mystery. And speaking of twists, if these 3 first episodes told me anything, it's trust no one. Everyone's out to get your ass.